Hey YouTubers, welcome to the channel. I'm Tony the Technician, and today we're going to be going into a small tool haul from Northern Tool. So I used to live in El Paso, Texas back in like 2016 timeframe, and that was when I went to my first Northern Tool. And I've forgotten how much I enjoy Northern Tool. It's like what you find at Harbor Freight plus what you find at Home Depot and Lowe's all in one. They have a wide variety of tools from the bottom pricing up to the pro brands, and they just have a lot of great deals and a great selection. So I don't know why it's been probably 5 years since I went to a Northern Tool, but I was working over by one, decided to stop by, found some things I was interested in, so I'm going to share them with you. Keep in mind, I will try and find these items on Amazon as well, so if you guys are interested in them, you can check out the Northern Tool website, or you can go to the Tools Continued link down in the description, and I'll have them there for you. I will also be doing videos in the future of like tools under a certain price range or tools that are on sale pretty often. So like for the most part, you can go to Northern Tool, and a majority of the time these tools will be on sale. So stay tuned for those videos. If you guys have any video suggestions, please feel free to drop it down in the comments. But let's go ahead and get into these tools. Let me know your guys' thoughts on them, if you guys own them or if you're considering purchasing them. So if you guys enjoyed this video, please make sure to hit that thumbs up. Leave a comment down in the comment section of your guys' thoughts. And as always, subscribe if you're not a subscriber. Let's get into this. So like I was saying, this is probably the first time I've been to Northern Tool in close to 5 years. And like I said, I gotta say, I was very impressed with their selection and their deals that they got going on. So stay tuned for those videos. I'll have a few videos on some of the deals that they have going on and some good purchases there. But let's get into a few things that I picked up. So first up was a very simple and cheap product. This is from Ironton. This is their 3-piece socket adapter set. And the reason I picked this up is because I'm putting together a tool bag, kind of a versatile tool bag that's good for electrical work, woodwork, mechanics, kind of a little bit of everything. And I just picked up my 1/4-inch impact driver that's going in that bag. I have one for here at the house as well, but this is going to be kind of like my travel bag. So I picked that impact driver up, and I have a set of these for the house, but I wanted one for travel. And these aren't specifically what I wanted. I actually went to Northern Tool hoping to find these, which I picked up 5 years ago. And these are the clutch quick change socket adapters. And I'll tell you one thing, these are not as easy to find as you would think. Anytime you look for socket adapters for an impact driver, you find a lot like this, or for bits. Not so often these. So I was really hoping to find these because I've had these for over 5 years and I've really enjoyed these. You get all 3 drive sizes. I'd primarily be using the 1/4-inch, but I love just the quick change to them. So you toss it on your impact and it locks it, and you don't have to worry about the socket flying off. Pull and release. Simple enough. And then with little magnetic impact sockets, works great. So actually what I'm going to do, I'm going to go back to Northern Tool and hopefully find these later on. But until then, these will be staying in the garage now, and then these will go in my travel bag. But this 3-piece set was $2.69. I also got a military discount. I think they're originally $2.99. So, I mean, it doesn't get much cheaper than that. Again, there's the packaging, and these are made in China. Real quick, simple product. Next up, I picked up the Milwaukee jab saw, more specifically their folding jab saw. I have a cheaper jab saw with the more aggressive teeth, and the reason I picked this up, for one, is because I know a lot of people for their job site work use these and absolutely love them, not just because of the blade that's interchangeable, but because of the folding portion. It saves you a lot of room when you throw it in your bag. So I picked this up for my kind of versatile bag setup that I'm going to be doing. So it's got a lock button here. You just simply press, and then you can fold the blade out. You can go all the way open, and then it locks in the straight position. The great thing about this is it's interchangeable with almost all the Sawzall blades, and it comes with this blade made in the USA with global materials. But another reason I picked this up is because my jab saw that I use has the more aggressive teeth, like you would more commonly see. And I'll tell you one thing, drywall, it kind of tears it up, to be honest. If you get a rhythm going, it can be pretty clean, but these just cut so much nicer, especially if you're working with like ceiling tiles and stuff like that you're cutting through. These create a much cleaner cut. I use this primarily for fixing holes in walls. You simply cut out a square larger than the damage, put your support piece back there, and drill in your new drywall, mud it in, and you're good to go. So I really like the idea of this because it's going to save me space. It's going to create a cleaner cut with the better blade, and I like that it's interchangeable. You also have a locking mechanism over here, but it does lock in nicely. Here's just the packaging. It came in, fits all Sawzall, reciprocating saw blades, quick blade change, locks in the open position and closed position. It has a metal core, and it states, as far as how it's made, it's engineered by Milwaukee Tool, blade made in the USA with global materials, handle made in China, assembled in Vietnam. So this thing's just been all over the world. I think it's a great purchase. What I paid for this, it is originally $25, and I picked it up for $22.50. So I thought it was a good price, especially when looking at a lot of others. There are a few other brands that have this same style. I know Lennox has a good one, and then there's a lot of off-brand ones that you find on Amazon. They're going to range around this same price range, but I wanted to go with the Milwaukee, especially since I could get a deal on it, and I know a lot of people who use it and are happy with it. So that is product number 2. Next up is this Keson magnetic pocket level, and I picked this up because these are extremely handy. I just picked up a small torpedo level from Empire, which I really enjoy, but this is going to be great to just toss on the front of the bag or toss on your belt loop, whatever. This thing is extremely handy. Obviously, you know what it's used for, but it's got a little clip that stays on, and you can just simply slide this in and out. There are quite a few makers of this as well, but when I saw this is one that I've wanted for quite some time, and there's some cheaper versions of these as well. This does have a magnetic side and the V-cut so it can sit level on a pipe on this one side and the bottom, and then you just have a flat surface over here, but it is magnetic on both the side and the bottom as well. And some of the cheaper ones are not magnetic and do not have the V-cut. So I like the design of this one, and they teamed up with Sola, I think it is, in order to do the vial, which I really like because it's got the surround that magnifies the bubble, so it's very easy to see, and you have the darker portions on the outside, which really make it easily visible from all sides. So I thought it was really cool. It's going to come in handy, especially anytime like you're working with something small and trying to level it, and you put a larger level on there. Plus, I don't have to carry around a larger level, especially if I'm up on a ladder or anything like that. This is just handy to have on you. So just something I wanted to pick up. This one was originally $20. I got it for $18, so priced very well. Here's the packaging for it. Comes with the belt clip. So it is fitted with the Sola focus vial and magnified lens. And then this is made in Austria. So just kind of a close-up look at it. Next up is the Milwaukee 16-foot auto lock tape measure. And the reason I picked this up is because I already have quite a few tape measures, but I wanted an auto lock. I actually prefer the auto lock tape measures, even though like Milwaukee has a lot of different tape measures, and I wish they would kind of combine a lot of the features into some of these. Like I would like the auto lock with the fat tape or the sight at the bottom. They also have the magnetic one. There's a lot of different tape measures that have different features, but I haven't really found one that has all of them. But my primary thing was the auto lock. So with your standard tape measure, this one is magnetic, so I already have a magnetic one, so I didn't want to pick that up. I really primarily wanted the auto lock. So this one has magnets built into the end, which can be fantastic, but then also sometimes really annoying. So with this, you have to simply push that down. Yeah, it's a simple thing, but sometimes it's irritating. And so I like to simply just be able to pull the tape measure and it lock, and then to retract it, you just simply press and hold the button, or you can stop it. I wanted to pick this up because I do have another auto lock from Matco, which I really like, but once again, this one's staying at the house, and this one is going in the work bag. So definitely a nice tape measure. It does have a decent width to it. Let me know your guys' thought if you guys have a Milwaukee tape measure and which one you went with, and what are your thoughts on the auto lock? Is it something you're a fan of, or do you prefer a different design? Here's the packaging for it. It has a nylon blade coating It's impact resistant, limited lifetime warranty. Okay, so it says it has a 12-foot reach. I got to just over 11 feet just now when it did it. So I mean, that's pretty dang good. I mean, I know a lot of other guys that want it to go 3 miles before it collapses, but I think that will be plenty good for me. So once again, this one is engineered by Milwaukee Tool, made in China with further processing in Vietnam. So once again, this thing's going all over the place like a lot of the other ones. But let me know your guys' thoughts down in the comments. And then last item up is another Milwaukee Tool, and that being this guy. I do not have very many long 1/4 inch flex heads or long 1/4 inch ratchets. So even though I have a ridiculous amount of ratchets, this is one that I really wanted when I saw it. They had the standard non-flex head design as well, but I figured, you know, why not pay the extra $10 or whatever it was, $15, I don't know, for the flex head version or the locking flex head version. Part number on this is 48-22-9009. 1/4 inch drive, 9 inches long, flex head, 7 different locking positions, 4-degree arc swing with a 90 tooth. This one is engineered by Milwaukee Tool, professionally made in Taiwan. Well, good thing it's professionally made in Taiwan and not just made in Taiwan. So I really like the design of these, and truthfully, I would own a lot more Milwaukee Tools if it wasn't for the pricing of a lot of their stuff. I think their power tools are fantastic. I run a lot of the M12 lineup, but when it comes to their hand tools, I think a lot of them are overpriced unless you can find them on sale. I do want to mention real quickly, the price of the auto lock tape measure was $13.97, and I picked it up for $12.57. So I think that's priced really well. And this one was the hardest purchase because it was basically $60. I picked it up for $53. So even on sale, I was having a hard time, or not on sale, with the military discount. I had a hard time purchasing this, but I really do like the design. I like Milwaukee hand tools for the most part. I just wish their pricing was a little bit better. I went ahead and just sucked it up and picked it up because I really like the design of it. I like the handle design. It's got a couple flats here. I will have a full review on this coming out soon, so if you guys want, go ahead and check that video out here soon. If you guys would like to see a video on any of the other tools more in depth and a little bit more information on them, please let me know down in the comments. But this guy, very clean, very nice chrome job. I like the slim head design. It is very low profile, nice and small. It does state it has your on and off there. Feels really good. Sounds really good. It's very smooth, and I really like the locking mechanism on this. I really do. So if you just kind of go to the middle, if you just kind of flip it over, it'll go to the next tooth and then auto lock. Or if you go all the way over, you can feel it hold. It's just a free floating flex head, so I do like that. So if you're just a flex head, you don't like the semi-locking mechanisms, then this does cause it to completely free float. You don't feel the clicks between, and then you can lock it in any of these 7 positions. So a nice 90 tooth ratchet. Once again, the only downside being that it was a little bit more than I would have liked to spend, but overall I think the quality is very nice. I like that it's 90 tooth. I love the locking mechanism. It is very sturdy too. There's not a whole lot of play in there. So that is the last product that I picked up from Northern Tool, but stay tuned. I'll have a much more in-depth video on this ratchet. And then once again, if you guys want to see a video more in depth on any of the other tools, please feel free, drop a comment down below and we can do so. So those are the items that I picked up from Northern Tool. Stay tuned. I'll have more Northern Tool videos coming soon. If you guys enjoyed, make sure to hit that thumbs up. And as always, if you haven't subscribed, please consider subscribing. See you guys next time.